So yeah, man, carrying on, our next segment on movie madness is gonna be about one of our favorite actors, to be honest with you, Djimon Hounsou. You know him from Give Us Free, Gladiator, Guardians of the Galaxy, so many hits. A Quiet Place series is in two of those movies, so many movies, and Djimon has gone from saying "give us free" to "give us money, give me money, please, I need money."
It's wild. His story is so sad. I don't get it.
Crazy. So again,
get it.
Before we get into it, the basic gist of it is Djimon Hounsou has kind of come out and said that he is, despite all of the roles he's been doing, has been financially underpaid, and he is actually struggling financially right now, even though he's been in the business for so long. So, bruv, before you get into it, I'm just going to read the quote of what he said. He said, look, after 30 years, maybe the first 10 years really trying to acclimate myself to the industry. I've been in this business and making films now over 2 decades, and still with 2 nominations, Oscar nominations, being in many blockbuster films, and yet I'm still struggling financially to make a living. I'm definitely underpaid. The interviewer did say he found that mind-boggling. Djimon's response was, "That's a sign for you that systematic racism is not something that you can deal with lightly. It's so deep and certain. There's so many things that we do across the board, and you don't overcome it." So he's kind of blaming the whole systematic racism, black people not getting paid the same amount. Taraji P. Henson kind of came out and said the same thing. Bruv, how do you feel about one of our favorite actors saying this?
I mean, okay, 2 things. It's like, one, I'm like, I kind of think the fact that he's underpaid is partially his own fault, because it's one of 2 things. One, you're spending too much, period. And 2, I think you should have renegotiated your contract a long time ago, because this nigga been in a lot of hella big movies. And because I get what he said at the beginning, when he said, in the beginning of my career, yes, when he did Amistad, he was an unknown actor from Africa, no one know him. So you're going to jump on any movie you get offered. So even if they're saying, okay, cool, it's a decent role, it's a decently big part in the movie, but we're only paying you 17 grand. You'd be pissed, but you'll still go. Because how else, bro, you don't care, you're on the call sheet. All you care about is, I want my name on a call sheet and I'm getting paid to be in a Hollywood movie. But they're paying me pennies. The guy who's acting next to me basically got 67 grand. And then obviously the next level up is 250 and then up to the millions. And I'm definitely not in the millions. He's got to be in the millions now, bro. And he may be in a lower part of the millions, but I find it hard to believe that he's both been in the Marvel universe and he's been in the DC universe. And he's still getting paid less than $1 million. And if he's talking about, and when I say less than $1 million, because $1 million, I guess maybe he's talking about at his level. And if we're talking about at his level, yes, Djimon can actually run a whole movie now. He actually can headline a movie if he wanted to. He's actually done it a couple times. They weren't massive. Remember, he did Never Back Down when technically he wasn't the headline, but he was the co-star in Never Back Down.
I was gonna say that.
He was second lead, not first lead. Yeah, but he was the Mr. Miyagi, bruv. He was the Mr. Miyagi. His name wasn't in the title.
He wasn't the lead. He still wasn't the lead.
He still wasn't the lead. Okay, he wasn't the lead. But he's been the main bad guy in a couple of movies. He was the main bad guy in, is it Push?
You know what you're confirming to me, bruv? Has he ever been? No, has he ever been a lead?
Okay, wasn't he the main bad guy in Push and The Island?
Stop saying the main bad guy. That means you're not the lead. No.
Okay, I'm trying to help him. Okay,
the name that we see on the poster.
Okay, to be honest, I swear I've seen Hounsou on the poster before though. Why do I feel like I have?
With a lot of other people. Maybe you have with a lot of other people.
Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, you know what? Maybe he's not a leading guy, but still, I can understand. Maybe again, he's talking about from the perspective of his acting counterparts for the positions and roles that he's played. Maybe he's getting underpaid by a couple mil, and I can believe that. I can believe that. Yeah. Because he is a dark-skinned black man with an African accent, and they probably feel that they don't need to respect him. Now, the 2 things I said. One, he's probably spending too much, because I guarantee he's still getting paid mills. So if they're not paid, so he's not really complaining that he's struggling. He's more saying that he's not getting paid enough. There's a difference. I don't believe he's struggling. If he's struggling, you're spending too much money, fam.